Hey viewers, how's it going? My name is DividableHalo HD. Today I am joined by literally Dave, or as he goes by his gamer tag. No,
Epsilon is my other name. Sorry, I think I just interrupted you then.
no, it's all right. So we're gonna be talking to Epsilon about his basically past, and he's been in the community for how long exactly?
Well, I joined in mid 2011. That's when I first sort of started out doing things.
All right. So when and how did you find the Halo Clan community?
Bit of an interesting story, really. Well, I'll say interesting. It's just a bit unique. One of my friends from school well, quite a few of my friends from school had an interest in Halo and Halo clans, but nothing to do with the community. Nothing, it's just separate, just sort of banding together to do their own thing, but no one had any knowledge of the community. And we just sort of formed our own sort of clan and did our own thing. And I once Googled Halo Reach, well, not YouTube. I typed in YouTube Halo Reach clan recruitment, and I came across the UN's recruitment video, and that kind of made me really interested that people cared about clans and stuff. And I just sort of started commenting on their videos, or JB's videos, and went on his channel comments and started talking to people on there. And that's sort of how I got involved really with the community first. But before that, it was just sort of me and my friends, and that's kind of how I got interested in it. But that's kind of how I got into it. Yeah.
All right. So exactly, what was the first official clan you joined that was part of the actual community?
Besides the one which I made, which was meant to be in the community, which is Delta Command, I first joined a clan called the Gold Berets, I think they're called.
Hmm.
But I was only in that for a short time, and they merged with a clan which I'm pretty sure most people know as the UUF.
All right. So, how was your experience within the United Union Federation?
It was by far one of the best clans I've ever been in, without a doubt. It was my first experience in a proper military-based clan. It was like, I don't know, it was just sort of, it was an experience, and I've made some of the bestest friends in that. Guys, oh, sorry, I messed up Christ. Oh, yeah, well, you get my point. It was definitely a really good experience, and if I had the opportunity, I would do that again, but I don't know, the time's gone now. It's past, and that was like 2012, I believe. And I don't know, yeah, it was a good experience, really, just to summarize it up.
Now, what was the highest rank you became in the United Union clan?
Master Sergeant, I think. I was never really a high rank, but I honestly I enjoyed just being a low rank. I enjoyed doing, not being a leader because at that point I could learn and just I guess just experience clans and stuff. So yeah, the highest rank I got to was Master Sergeant. I never really made it to the officer things, but I led a squad, I believe, which consisted of like around two people, I believe. I forget who they were, but that was
Now, now your gamer tag within the United Union Federation, what was it called?
it was Sentry Delta.
All right. So, we've also seen there might be some videos on YouTube where you talk or you're in an interview with someone else and you're
Yeah.
going by the name Sentry Delta. Now, exactly what were you being interviewed within that video and whose video was it?
I forget why I was being interviewed, but it was what was it? I can't remember the name of the channel now, but at the time it was Blitzkrieg. It was Blitzkrieg Clan Halo. Sorry, I can't pronounce that name, but it was something like that. It's still up now, I believe, but I can't remember why I was being interviewed. I think it was just talking about just the community, really, just how it is and stuff. It wasn't really for a specific reason. I wasn't representing anyone or a clan. It was just sort of me and my views really. But that was in 2012 once again.
All right. So, was there any like war conflicts that you were part of when you were part of the United Union Federation?
There was a few, but at that sort of time period, I didn't really understand what was going on. I was still just learning about what a clan is. I didn't even know that there were other massive clans out there until like the second half of 2012. But I was a part of a few. I know there was I can't remember the name of the clans that we were fighting, but I know there was one where I believe we went against DoD. I may be wrong there, but I know that was a conflict which I was a part of. But there was a few other major ones while I was in UUF, but God, that was such a long time ago now. I forget. I'm sorry,
All
but
right. Now, I believe a lot of people might know you for your fine media or graphics design. So let's talk about that. For like, when did you start doing it for the community, or like, how did you like start doing media or anything for the community?
Um, I suppose I first started in 2011 doing media. I tried to make recruitment videos whenever I saw the United Nations one. Honestly, I was inspired by that, and the fact that people cared about the community that much to do things like the UN did, it made me want to do something. So I just started messing around in Movie Maker, finding all the cool screenshots I could on Google Images and just throwing them all together and saying that it was mine. And I don't know, just doing what an 11-year-old would do, really. And I just kind of just messed around and started making small videos, but nothing serious. And then in 2012, I gained an interest in graphic design, where I just sort of messed around in that, made a couple of free backgrounds for a few people, even you, I believe, and the UUF and just plans around just to get my name out there. And then I started taking video editing seriously towards the later portion of 2012, where I I didn't really edit for clan media. I just kind of just did my own thing, and I started incorporating videos with clans again in 2013, and then I took a break in that, and then I began it again in 2014, where I started doing clan media full time and actually caring about it and taking it completely seriously.
All right. So basically, what was your media channel, or where you started off? What was it
Uh,
called?
Christ, I've had a few channels, quite a few. And the first one, I forget the name, and I should remember this. I should know this because it's like my first thing, but I honestly can't remember the name to save my life. I renamed it so many times. Like the title of the channel, not the actual channel name. Like I renamed it to so many things, but I forget the name of my first actual channel. But the channel where most of my where I first started operating clan stuff was on a channel called A Delta Production, but all of the clan stuff on that got deleted whenever someone took control of the channel and deleted it. And that was a really stupid story, but well, thing which happened then. But yeah, I lost all of the clan stuff on that channel. But that was sort of the channel which I operated on when I did clans. But that's
All right.
yeah.
So what happened after your UUF career?
Um, Me and a couple of friends kind of phased out of clans a little bit, and we just kind of we didn't really lead a rebellion, but we just kind of opened fire on one of the meetings, like just as a joke. We didn't even care at that point. We were just trying to leave the community, and we wanted to go out with a bang. And that was at like it was either the start of 2013. It was on Halo 4. I know that much. And we just kind of left the UUF and left from that. And that's when I sort of took a break from the community. And well, that's that's when I left the community for a short period of time.
All right. So during those short periods, you weren't really involved in clans, right?
No, no.
So what were you doing during that short period? Was there like personal stuff, or?
Um, Not really. It's just I was actually me and a few other people from the community actually got involved with the Minecraft community, which is something I don't really like talking about, but that was a thing. And we just made Minecraft videos. Christ, you can imagine what they were like. I don't know. That was kind of when I started learning how to edit properly too. But it was myself and Worldstorm Hawk. Like it was us two sort of together, which were from the community. And then there was another one. Oh yeah, that was you, I think. Oh yeah, you were there, and that was the thing. But yeah, we sort of did that for about well, I don't know. I can't remember if it was a year or not. A bit less than that. But yeah, we did that, and we had our little Minecraft media organizations. The one I was a part of was Zero Respawn Studios. I don't know if anyone would know me by that anymore, but that was a thing. And then you had Stimulus Productions, I think it was called. And we didn't really get on that well back then. You remember, we kind of clashed. Well, it wasn't us two specifically, but our organizations clashed a few times, and that was a thing. But it wasn't really anything big. It was nothing to do with the community. It was just sort of, you know, who could make the best Minecraft videos, who could, dislike them, or not dislike the most, but who had the most likes, who had the most views. It was just, a bit childish, but still fun to remember. But that
All right.
was
All right. We're
Minecraft.
we're gonna move out of this Minecraft community.
Yeah, please do.
and we're gonna
Uh,
talk about what inspired you to come back to the clan community.
oh, what inspired me? Ah, Christ. Well, when I in 2013, me and a few friends, which I left UUF with, we made a clan known as the Revolution, and that was nothing major back then. As some of you would probably know, we remade it in 2014, but that's not really important right now. When we made it in 2013, we kind of felt that the community was dying to the extent where it needed someone to be the bad guy. It needed someone to be like the major antagonist, and like we wanted this antagonist to be strong so like people could actually combat it, but we felt like the community needed someone to fight. So when we made Revolution, we intended to be the bad guy. We intended to sort of be that one person that people could band together and fight with, so that way we could give the community activity. And it wasn't, we didn't want to be the bad people, we didn't have bad intentions, we just wanted to be seen as people that people could fight and get activity from. We wanted to save the community, but in a really unorthodox way. And honestly, the plans were so stupid, but we had a lot of fun doing it. But yeah, I suppose that's kind of what inspired me to come back. Is just that I wanted to help the community in a way which some people wouldn't expect. But it didn't end well at all. The clan kind of collapsed on the inside because of internal problems, and well, at the time we were still quite strong, but we didn't have media support because I was still learning how to do clan media, and I didn't even have my capture card back then. But yeah, our military strength wasn't that great, and honestly, it was. I'm not going to say it was a complete failure because it wasn't, but it was a bad attempt, and that was kind of how it ended. It's just it was a small, people disagreements and stuff, internal stuff, and that's why it collapsed. But yeah, that's what got me to come back, because I wanted to get back into it, or I missed the community. I really enjoyed it back in the day, and to this day, I don't know why I left. That's it, really.
All right. So, what happened after the resolution or revolution?
Um, Actually, I'm trying to remember this now. I know Revolution was it was, I don't know whether it was, I think it was actually during the Minecraft sort of stage. Like I'm trying to, it was because I was at the first sort of portion of 2013, and in 2013 throughout all of that I was doing Minecraft. So I think that was sort of like a dip to get back. I don't know. Part of me wanted to go back. Part of me wanted to stay in the Minecraft sort of thing. So that wasn't really my big comeback to the community, but that was one of a few attempts to come back. Um, but yeah, that was it,
All
I
right.
think. Sorry, what was the question?
What happened after revolution?
Oh yeah, what happened after Revolution? Yeah, I just kind of took Minecraft full time, really, again. And then well, after all of the Minecraft stuff ended, because we just kind of got bored and stuff, me and those exact same friends, we made it again, except we had a different leader this time. The first time it was led by Sentry Nova, or I forget his well, I forget his gamer tag at the time, but he changed it to Rev Nova. And then the second time it was led by a guy called the Mighty Snowy, and his gamer tag was Rev Snowy. And that's when we did the Rev Imperium thing. And my gamer tag at the time was Rev Cypher, because I took that name. Christ, I don't know why. But we made we made second generation of Evolution, where we had nicer plans this time, not to be dicks or anything, but we just kind of wanted to be a clan and be different, have that sort of back in black feel that we were different to anyone else, well, most people, but we could still operate as a militarized clan community. We didn't really want to target anyone. We just wanted to do our own thing, and we got pretty strong actually. I think we even achieved 100 members at one point, but I guess kind of history repeated itself, and people started leaving. People weren't active. The main people who built it in the first place were starting to sort of drift away from each other. And I mean, while Revolution was still it stands as one of the best clans I've been in. Like, not as in the strongest clans, but one of the best experiences I've had in clans. Um, it just kind of started collapsing again. But we had a lot of conflicts in Revolution. We fought quite a few people, even UGN at one point, which is the clan I'm in now. But we fought the 99th Regiment, a few others, I forget. We had quite a few wars, and if anyone knew, in second generation Revolution, we actually started picking up media, and that's when I got my capture card. And I suppose I got I think the thing which sort of made me stand out in the community then was when I made a video about Dr. Dre, which I actually regret making. It's something I'm kind of sad about because I felt kind of bad. It was like a small misunderstanding, and I used it against him. And yeah, I think Dre wasn't expecting me to do that, and I kind of hit him in a place where he wasn't expecting. And still, me and him are cool now, I think. But yeah, that was when we picked up media, and we just kind of we didn't fall apart because we didn't die. What we did then is I took a 1 month break from Revolution. Well, it was quote unquote 1 month break. I After a huge dispute within the clan with quite a few other members, I thought it would be best if I left the clan for a month to sort of wait till things cooled off. And I went to join another clan, which I thought would be able to give me a experience being led again, so I could get that UF experience, so I could be sort of trained to lead and, I guess be the best sort of officer I could be or leader I could be. And that clan was UGN. And instead of starting out as a private or recruit like I was hoping, they gave me the rank of senator, and they put me as the director of media, which is something I really wasn't expecting, and I didn't even think I was known at that point. But apparently, Michael, or John as he was called back then, appreciated. I think he appreciated the media that I did, and he wanted me to do it for them. And I did that. I started making videos for UGN, and after my 1 month sort of term was up, I didn't want to go back. I just wanted to stay. I made really good friends in UGN, and it honestly broke my heart at that one point. I didn't want to let Revolution die, because at that point they were collapsing. I got messages daily at one point asking me to come back because they were collapsing, and without me they would have died. And it was something I regret doing. I wish I never left, but at the same time, if I'd never joined UGN, I wouldn't be where I am today. And I think I'm truthful when I say this, UGN is the best clan I've been in, without a doubt. But not UGN, Revolution made its sort of final step not final step, but it took its final breath when it actually merged into the UGN itself. And that's kind of why I like to say that Revolution lives on to this day, but I think I'm the only person. Oh wait, besides one other person. Yeah, it's two people in the UGN now that were in Revolution, like before it merged in, because I think everyone else left to do their own thing. But that's kind of what I did after. How was
Now,
it?
what kind of
Oh,
media?
sorry.
Yeah, what kind of media did you upload to UGN?
Back then it was, Christ, it was really awful broadcast videos. Ah, Christ, I didn't put on an accent, I didn't put on like a voice, but no, I tried to make my voice sound as deep and professional as possible, and I just made really awful broadcast news update videos, which to this day have been used against me by some of my old Minecraft friends, because they know I do this, and they make jokes about it sometimes. And I also made a introductory video, and just I guess the basic sort of stuff, nothing which really stood out. But at that point, we got at war with quite a few people, including ACH, and I suppose my job was to make videos, so I kind of made propaganda videos against them, and I did everything I could to make media against them, which is once again something I regret. But I don't know, I feel kind of bad when I make videos against other people, because I don't know, I feel like media is a really, really powerful tool, and if it's used against you, like effectively, it can be a really, really I don't know. I don't know quite how to word this, but I don't like using media against people because I feel like it's an unnecessary tool which can really lower someone's reputation, or even to at one point it can destroy a clan if you can get too many people to hate someone. I suppose that's what I try to do with ACH. Yeah, once again, yeah, I said I regret that. I wish I didn't do that, but that's what I did, and that was in 2014. Yeah, we just sort of did the usual clan stuff, raw clan video stuff, updates, recruitment videos, and I'm trying to remember now. Um, a few others, I forget though. But,
Alright. So, with the UGN channel, what exactly happened? Because there was a period of time where the channel was hacked and all the videos were removed.
um, a lot of people can give you different stories. A lot of people even say the story is fake, but as someone who was involved, I can promise that what I say now is my perspective of what happened, and it's the truth. Like, I mean, I'm not saying that any other perspective is wrong, but this is a true documentation of what happened. And there have been a few people who've asked specifically to not be named in this, so I'm not going to name anyone like who've said that they don't want to be named. But it was all kind of under a misunderstanding, I believe. Um, and the person who was involved was a guy called Puma, or Orange Puma, and he's a good friend of mine now. I believe, you know, we on good terms now. But pretty much what happened at that time was that he was, I suppose, angry at us, angry at me, and angry. Yeah, like we wronged him in a way which we didn't believe that we did, but we did something quite harsh. Well, we didn't do anything harsh, but I don't know. It was a misunderstanding, really. Just something which I guess someone said the wrong thing. I forget what happened then, but he took action because of this, and I need to remember what actually happened now. Um, what happened then? Sorry. He already had the channel because he was the one who created it, as he was already in UGN before I was. So he made the channel, and we didn't think him having access to the channel was a threat or a bad thing, even after he left. For whatever reason, I don't know why that didn't cross our minds that him having the channel could possibly be a bad thing. But from my understanding, from what I was told by him and a few others, I think he gave the channel to an organization known as Darknet. And what they did, I don't know if it was Puma or them that did this, but either way, both of them collectively um, deleted everything on the channel, deleted everything, got rid of everything. I pretty much just said that like 3 times, but still it happened. And they made the channel an empty shell, and they refused to give it back for a few days. But someone involved in Darknet was able to give it back to us and get it back to us, sort of, because of some agreement. But it was I think Wolverine 653 tried to claim responsibility for it quite a few times, which confused me a little bit. And I was told by someone in Darknet that it was him that paid them to do it or something. I don't know. I don't understand how that could have happened, but that was a thing. Um, but honestly, we probably made too much of a big deal out of that because honestly, they gave it back. They were respectful after, and after that, we weren't dicks, but I just think it was made way too much of a big deal out of. But that's kind of the basics of what happened. I'm pretty sure I've forgotten. I know I've forgotten something huge which happened in here, so I'm sorry about that. I'll probably write it in the comments later. But I don't know. You can find my documentation of it on our UGN website, which is the UGNclan.weebly.com. That's like the full sort of thing. But from what I can remember in my head, um, Christ, that was a long time ago now. Um, yeah, like the channel wasn't necessarily hacked as people sort of make, or as it was publicized as that. It was just sort of the owner of the channel took control of it, changed the password, got rid of everything, and then I suppose gave it back. But I don't know. I'm not really mad that they did that. I'm just kind of mad. Well, what I was kind of disheartened at the time is that we were good friends of Puma, and we wouldn't have expected him to do that. You know, he even told us that he would. He promised us that he didn't do it. He promised us that he didn't have any involvement in it, and the fact that he kind of lied to us, and I don't know, it cut deep really. But we're on good terms now. But I have nothing against him anymore, and honestly, whenever we talk, it's all good. But I don't know. It was a dark time, and I think both sides knew that they did stuff wrong, you know. But it's not really a thing I like to. It's not really a memory I like to go to. It sounds stupid, but I just think the entire thing was a waste, and it didn't need to happen. No one needed to do that, you know. And it was just over something small, from what I understand. But that was what happened there. They also uploaded a video which was quite dramatic, and the song that they used I quite liked, but I don't know. That's what happened there.
Alright, so currently you're still siding within the UGN, right?
Yeah, yeah, I am.
What war conflicts have you been involved in within the UGN, and what do you have to say about them?
Um, I suppose the one which stands out the most to me is the ACH one, and I don't know if anyone If you don't know of that, that's the two wars of corruption, as we named it, where pretty much it was originally ACH versus the New Lunar Republic, where those two sort of fought, and because we were allies with the NLR at the time. We told ACH that if they bring allies in, we will get involved, and they said that they wouldn't bring allies in, from what I remember. I don't know, don't quote me on that, but they did bring allies in, so obviously we got involved, and we defended NLR, and we sided with them, and like crazy, Christ, we did everything that we could to make sure NLR was, not getting losses and stuff. I guess it was sort of a ploy to get to get activity really, but we got as much involved as we could, and from that point onwards, LNR, I believe they joined us. Like I believe they merged with us at one point, but ACH took matters into they didn't really take matters into their own hands because it was already in their own hands anyway. But they went to great lengths to fight us. They made a huge coalition to fight us, which it was really not necessary. It was over something so stupid. But they got loads of clans to join them in some coalition to fight us. And I'm not trying to sound cocky. I'm not trying to sound like a dick. But we won completely. We didn't just win. To my understanding, from what I've been told, us and the people who sided with us, because we didn't really use allies in that conflict, but everyone who was on our side and us collectively, I believe that we completely destroyed them. And I'm not trying to say that to be a dick, because I have respect for everyone who was involved. But honestly, I don't think we lost a single battle in that. I know NLR lost a few, I believe, but as UGN, as a single party, we didn't lose a single battle, and whereas ACH's side did, and they went to such great lengths to fight us too. They even raided a custom games lobby once and caught a win on that. And honestly, I suppose from an outsider's perspective, it could be seen as just, I guess, how do I put this, just a bunch of people trying to put wins on their record and call wins on that. But it wasn't like that really. It was just them trying to get every attempt that they could to get a win on us. And it was kind of pathetic really. But at the same time, we took matters way too seriously at one point. Like I said, we used media against them like crazy. To my understanding, we even used not I want to say black intelligence, but that's not the right term. But we used what's it called? We didn't use spies against them, but we knew people who could do that. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe we got those people who could do that involved to side with us. And I think they took matters into their own hands and did stuff for us. But I don't know that. I don't know if that's true or not. That's what I've heard from a few people. But we did everything we could to destroy them. Like, we literally made sure that they died through every attempt. We got their members to join us. We did some really horrible things. And that's probably one of the biggest things I regret in this community, is that ACH was a fantastic clan. Without a doubt, I was thinking of joining them at one point before I joined UGN. And the fact that we kind of allowed them to die, like UGN members can tell you, we didn't want them to die. But at that time, we were desperate to win. We wanted to win. And we were going to do everything we could to win. And that was one of our most brutal points, is that we really, Christ, it was a time. But I regret it a lot. I didn't want him to die. I respected Joe as a leader. I respected ACH as a really good clan. And they had some really awesome members too, some of which are actually in our clan now. Halianth is our third in command now, and he was a key figure in ACH at one point. And they didn't need to die. They didn't need to fall apart. And I'm not taking responsibility for that. I'm sure that they had their own reasons for dying. I'm not trying to say that we caused it, but we didn't need to do that. But that was one of the wars that we were in. I got pretty deep in that. But yeah, I suppose it ended whenever they said that they would. It kind of ended when Joe left the community, and I suppose all the other clans involved stopped siding with Joe after we convinced them to stop. And once again, I just want to apologize for getting any of this wrong. I'm not trying to be like a source of information here, but it's just from what I remember. Yeah, it ended whenever everyone sort of stopped getting involved, and that was kind of a thing. And it ended all that. And I think Puma even made a video, and whenever it ended, like literally, he uploaded it, and then 10 minutes like before he uploaded it, the war had ended, and he didn't even know it ended yet, and he got very angry at that, and that was funny. Sorry, I found that very amusing whenever that happened. But yeah, that was the Wars of Corruption. Now that was that. There was a few others, but I don't think any really can compare to that. Like any UGM member can tell you that was the best war that we've been in, and that was. I don't even remember any other war really over that. But we had quite a few conflicts with Wolverine and Dark Assassin and Word Assassin at one point, but he became cool with us. Um, Z-Man 222 was another one who was against us. And then there was a 24-hour war against Marine Caboose where he declared war on us and then proceeded to surrender within like 24 hours because it was like he was bored or something. We got a video on our channel about that. And I don't know. Caboose is cool though. I'm fine with him. But there was a few others. Uh, I I just realized that I've been saying that there's a few others, or I keep on like stalling what I'm trying to say so I can think of stuff. So sorry if what I say doesn't make any sense. But I'm trying to remember now. I don't think there's been any notable conflicts lately, or this year. But nothing I can think of at the top of my head now for 2014. And that was that. Sorry.
All right. So we're gonna talk about what you're doing right now. What exactly are you doing beside? What are you doing right now in within the UGN and the community itself?
In the community in UGN, well, in at the end of December of 2014, that's not really now, but it leads on to now. I was a I asked you if I could be a part of Halo Clan followers, which it wasn't really much back then. You know, I said I'd be active. I wasn't. I'm sorry about that once again. But yeah, I joined Halo Clan followers. I'm pretty sure everyone here knows what that is. That's a clan dedicated to bringing media to the community,
Uh,
unbiased stuff. You know the usual stuff.
as it's
And
the
I
image,
joined that.
yeah, as it's the image right now being displayed through this interview.
Yep. And I've joined now as the I guess the prime graphic designer of it. If you see all the thumbnails and stuff, that was a template designed by me, and the avatar and the banner thing that was made by me as well. And I'm sort of I'm gonna say part-time director, as I've made like 2 videos on the channel now. I'm planning to make quite a few now in the future, but I would say I'm a graphic designer and director for Halo Clan followers, and that's one thing. And also, I am once again still in the UGN as the full media director, and I'm pretty sure you guys all know what that is. I just make videos for um. Well, yeah, that just sums it up really. I just do videos for UGN, and I'm the second in command of it, and I'm in Halo Clan followers. I'm trying to think of something else that I do, but as that. I'm also helping Shadow Director out with a few things. But yeah, that's really what I'm doing now. Also manage the UGN website, but that's just kind of now. There's not really anything interesting now. But oh yeah, that's it. I forgot about that. I'm also the co-director of the Golden Age. That's the thing that I was thinking of, and that's in cinema, which is based on the Golden Age of the community, which is like 2012, 2011, that sort of period. And I'm also helping out with a few other projects too. Like 50 Shades of Gold, I think that's one of them, which is coming out soon. I don't know when that's happening, but that's a thing. And a few other small projects. That's
All
that.
right. So we're gonna move on to the last question, which I usually ask everyone, and that's how do you believe the Halo Clan community can be improved or improved upon?
Well, I'll answer that question in a second. Uh, I was expecting you to ask me if you think if you think the community is dying or not. And honestly, this leads on to your question. I don't think the community is dying at all. Like everyone sort of says that it is. Everyone says that it's dead or dying. I think it's reaching its next golden age. I honestly do. If Halo 5 makes out to be a good game, it will reach its next golden age. And I think we're honestly already in it. We've got so many excellent plans like Exodus and I can't think of any at the top of my head anymore. But Exodus is one which stands out. There's Navcom. I think that's a good plan. Uh, um, Sorry, when I'm put on the spot with things like this, I can't think of anything. But any strong clans out there, you know what you are. I think UGN's starting to become a strong one again. I hope. But yeah, there's that. Sorry if I didn't mention anyone. It's nothing personal. It's just, but yeah, about that. But as for whether the community can be improved, there's obviously always room for improvement, but I don't think it needs to be improved. Honestly, like I think it already is. It's getting more connected. There's so much more media than it was last year. Last year the only notable media things I could probably say was UGN and that was another one. But once again, this is one of those times where I forget. But I know UGN was a notable one, and I'm not trying to sound cocky, but it's just from what I could see, we were one of the only people out there trying to do media. But there was others. I'm not trying to discredit anyone here, but I'll remember your names later. But yeah, now media is there's so many media organizations. There's Halo clans, Halo clan followers. UGN's one now. Well, still was. UNR, Z4 Bros is making one. I'm pretty sure Kurt's doing his thing with the community drama news thing. That's a awesome idea. Oh, there's so many media things, and I mean it when I say this. Media is it is the backbone of the community. It's the thing which gets new people involved. Besides talking to people on Xbox, and the fact that it's getting so popular now, it's honestly it's awesome to see that. I think it is improving. To answer your question, I think it does. I don't think it needs to. But the fact that it is definitely an improvement. More people are going to get involved now. People are actually caring about media. I don't know. I fanboy media so much, but that's sort of that. But yeah, I don't think it needs to anymore. Like we got Facebook groups, Kick groups. I don't know. We're just able to talk to each other now without having to go on Xbox and or go on YouTube channel comment boards like we did a few years ago. The fact is that you can just type in Halo Clan and you will find so many videos relating to like the Halo Clan community now. Whereas a few years ago, if you typed in Halo Clan, you'll probably find some Halo 2 stuff. I don't know. I didn't really type it much back then. You get my point. I think it's definitely making a huge step forward from what it was. And people always say that the community's dead or dying or that, it's going to end soon. If Halo 5 becomes the next big thing, then honestly, we're set for like another 10 years. I don't know, it depends. Not 10 years, but we've stayed on Halo Reach for 5 years now. I'm pretty sure we can stay on Halo 5 for a good few years if it makes out to be a good game. MCC could be a host for clans, but it's not really something I like to talk about. It's not what I would put a clan on, but that's just my opinion, really. But yeah, I think the community is doing great.
All right. I believe that's all we have to talk about, right? Anything else you want
I
to talk about or no?
not much really. I do have to say this though. There was a period at the end of 2014 where people thought the UGN was dead or dying, and where we uploaded a video called Tribute. And this is sort of some clarification now. I do want to make this statement. Whenever we uploaded that, we had plans to make something on MCC. We had plans to make a clan, a different clan, something new, something central, I don't know, something awesome. And as you can imagine, it didn't work out. And that's why we came back. Some people didn't know that. I'm not going to say the name of the clan because honestly, I'm embarrassed to have helped thought of that name. It wasn't a good one. But, I'll just say it was the United Central Republic. It's not something I'm too fond of, but we did that. But we tried to do that. We tried to make it. We had all of these cool plans. I even finished the website. The day I finished it, I think Michael said that it's that we're going back to UGN or something. Well, actually, no, we went back to Minecraft. Well, we just started playing Minecraft on Xbox One for quite a few months, but then we went back to UGN and did our whole relaunch thing. But that's the sort of the clarification is that's why we didn't go ahead and do the plans that we were doing, and that's why we tried to make that video so like I don't know conclusive. We wanted that to be our ending sort of thing, and that's kind of it. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Thank you for having me on the show. Well, series.
All
You know what I
right.
mean?
We'd like
But
to
yeah, that's
thank
all.
you, Espelon, for being on this interview series. If you guys,
Epsilon.
Espelon, if you guys enjoyed
Epsilon.
literally Dave's video or literally
Hello.
Dave's interview, be sure to
Yep.
subscribe to this channel for more interview updates. Also, be sure to comment down in the description below. Dave will check and respond to you for sure.
I
And
will.
that's it for this video. Talk to you guys all later. Bye.